From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's King. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Well, they couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out. Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Scanning the field, it's King. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Quick completion on the out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they turn it into a defensive score.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maryland. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. Sweet cut there. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Field goal is good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. There he goes. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll do it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's King. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Hudson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his man, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The sure hands, it's Hudson. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man. It's Harden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That pass interference call will give us 1 more untimed down in the half. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football, racking up huge numbers on the ground.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Gives it on the option. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, it's King. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the tailback. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here to start looking for the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's King. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
To the air, it's King. Snagged in the middle, it's Rutherford. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Gonna try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Powers through the defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Harden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming.
Now, a 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gonna run it. It's Harden. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drop. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Mustangs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Lining up to convert 3rd down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.